If there's one place Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump were expected to put aside their differences or at least remain civil for a bit, it was the Al Smith dinner in New York City. That white tie gala is a fundraiser for Catholic charities and a place for presidential candidates to offer some good-natured ribbing in the middle of the heat of the battle. But with New York Archbishop Timothy Dolan watching Thursday night, Trump made what did not seem like a joke to many, slamming Clinton when it comes to Catholicism.
Here she is tonight, in public, pretending not to hate Catholics.
All right, I want to bring back our panel. Victoria DeFrancesco, MSNBC contributor and professor of Mexican-American Studies at the University of Texas. We also have Robert Trainum, MSNBC contributor, also former senior advisor to President George W. Bush and Vice President Dick Cheney. Also with us, Eleanor Clift of the Daily Beast. Thanks, all three. Victoria, that joke was not well received, at least from that crowd there. Did he cross a line here in the way he was addressing this group of Catholics when they were supposed to have some fun?
Yeah, it was a cringeworthy event, every moment of it. But what Donald Trump is missing the mark on is the homogeneity of Catholics. Like, yes, Catholics do tend to be officially against abortion, tend to be more pro-life, but what he's also not seeing is that in addition to abortion, there's the issue of immigration, that the Catholic Church has officially come out in support of immigrants, in support of a more open immigration process, also in favor of social services provided to those most in need. So Donald Trump did not read the crowd right. He thought that with his support for pro-choice policies that he'd be able to win the crowd, and he completely missed the mark.
You know, I'm going to look at some of the numbers here, Eleanor, and where Catholic voters stand. Polling from August shows Clinton with nearly double the support of Catholics as Trump. Why would Donald Trump here suggest that she hated a group that, by the poll numbers, she's doing quite well, and Barack Obama also did quite well with them in 2012 as well?
Well, he was playing off some of these emails, and they were emails between, I think it was Jennifer Palmieri with the campaign and then a gentleman at the Center for American Progress, basically venting their frustration that the Catholic hierarchy isn't as liberal as some of its members. And so he was playing on that Hillary Clinton somehow doesn't like Catholics. And in fact, Democrats do quite well. A third of Catholics are Hispanic Catholics, and Donald Trump has certainly alienated a lot of them. But the big prize is white Catholics, which Mitt Romney and John McCain won rather handily in the last two elections, and they are now defecting also to Hillary Clinton. And what's fascinating about this is they're obviously not voting as one-issue voters. And at that dinner, Hillary Clinton delivered a very strong endorsement of Roe v. Wade and also the medical reasons for late-term abortions. And that is apparently many Catholics are not going to vote on that single issue, and that's somewhat of a change. Not
single issue, certainly. And Robert, let's build on what Eleanor was alluding to there, the issue of abortion. Trump did bring it up at the dinner. Nearly half of Catholics surveyed saying abortion is a very important issue in who they vote for. With that said, then, which of the two candidates theoretically should be ahead right now? You know, some of the headlines I've been reading recently: Trump and the Catholic vote, it's his to lose. That was in The Hill, for instance.
Sure. Well, in theory, it should be, to your point, Donald Trump's to lose. But you got to remember, you know, Donald Trump has a very complicated relationship with the Republican Party. Is he a conservative? Is he a progressive? Is he somewhere in between? We really don't know, simply because, one, he doesn't have a long history of relationship with the Republican Party, but also, two, he has no public I don't know what you want to call it, whether it's a record or history or declarative statements. We just simply don't know. So I think a lot of people out there are frankly confused about his position on partial birth abortion.
We've got to go to a live press briefing right now in California.